Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A happy Monday to you all. Happy Thanksgiving Monday to you all for those of you celebrating in the Americas. Well, specifically in the United States of America. It is, of course, Thanksgiving week. Mostly everyone, is starting their break, so hopefully you enjoy the start of your holiday festivities. This is a very exciting one for me because to jump on back with the boys one time. Last era was spectacular, and I cannot emphasize that enough. Lip Gloss and that Christmas in August album, spectacularo. Genuinely one of the most fun times I've had when it comes to release. I'd probably say one of the most fun I've had all year when it comes to release, especially because they're a group that I really did not get attached to until this year. And it's to the point where they've made the boy group intro reels now. That's how much of an impact Lip Gloss left on me. It's still such a good song. In fact, I was listening to it when I was doing laundry yesterday, and it was so good. But they're back with a brand new release. We have the title track, Watch It. And I don't know if there's going to be an album listen for this. Primarily because, again, it is Thanksgiving week and I'm planning on going on vacation with the fam. But also it's a studio-length album, or at least I'm pretty sure it's a full-length album, isn't it? That's a lot of music. And not a lot of time that I have to record it, so apologies if I don't get around to it. Hand on heart, I will get around to listening to it if I don't on camera, but Lip Gloss was great. But if I remember correctly, well, if we skip over Norza, I'm pretty sure it was Roar, and the kind of whiplash going from Roar to Lip Gloss was pretty spectacular, so I have a sneaking suspicion Watch It is also going to be a bit of a style switch. I'm expecting some whiplash. So let's get it done right quick once. DJ, roll the intro. Have I learned all their names yet? No, I have not. Genuinely, it is such a struggle to try and learn like 6 different groups at once. Because there's so many faces and names I have to remember. And with the boys, thankfully, there's an abundance of content to check out, which helps for certain members. Some I've still yet to pinpoint. But I reckon I'm probably going to butcher names today, so apologies. I'm trying to learn, but that's enough stalling for me. Let's get into it. Here we go. Joey, why are you staring at me like that? As expected, a style switch. I was expecting the instrumental to change here. It didn't. What is happening? There's the change. Come again, gentlemen. Might I add, those are some very tasteful synth hits. But bro, that chorus drop? It's so low, and it's kind of mysterious in that there isn't really a lot going on for your ears to really latch onto. Oh, the fact that the chorus actually uses like vocal fries for a lot of it. Ooh. What was that vocal run? Watch it. You know what this is? This is like the boys saying, hey, in lip gloss era, we went full summer, you know what, tops off, show off the guns a little bit, go crazy beach party style. Now that it's like pretty much winter in the northern hemisphere, they've gone, you know what, clothes back on, but the sensuality through the roof. It's like, wow. And it's one of those songs where it's really not a song that's in your face. It's a pretty minimal song. But what you do catch on to is just really, really filthy gross. And I kind of love it. It's one of those songs that just makes you go, ooh, it gets that stank face going. You know, the eyebrows of truth, the lips puckered are just like, ooh. And I can't lie, I kind of love it. And I love that when it comes to the BOYZ releases, it really, you do get like the extreme ends of the scale in alternating eras, and I think that's so cool. But okay, let's talk about the song real quick. Where's that high note? Admittedly, this is part of my this is my lack of group knowledge coming into play. I know there's a couple members who can do a really good high note. And of course, we spent some time with Sungyeon on his Imogen Service episode during Lip Gloss era. I'm pretty sure his was from Roar era, but we watched it after we checked out Lip Gloss and that Fantasy Part 1 Christmas in August album. And I remember thinking, man, his voice is really nice, and he's got a really nice high range. But who does... Who does that run? Is it Sangyeon who does that? Because, oh my, it's like, you get a high note, you hear it climb, it keeps going, and then it just blows the lid off. Oh, go again. It's like, it just keeps getting higher, blows the lid off, and then it goes saucy. Like, oh, how dare you hold off the sauce until the end. Oh, how dare you. But, where's that chorus? It must be around here, isn't it? You know what, pre-chorus is fine too. When I was listening to Lip Gloss, just over and over and over, I remember finding New's voice really cool. He has such a unique vocal texture that I've never really heard from anyone else before. It's like, I genuinely don't have the words to describe it, but I just remember listening to it and being like, oh, his voice is so cool, it's so different, and it really works with that brightness. With Watch It, the song is so far in the other direction in terms of the brightness, and it's almost like, it feels like the member lineup has changed. The song sounds so different, the vocal part sounds so different, and it's like, I thought I did a somewhat decent job of trying to learn who was who during Lip Gloss era, but I genuinely cannot figure out who's who this era just because they sound so different. And the fact that this is back-to-back releases now, the vocal range is so wide that I'm lost. I've never had that experience with a group before. So it looks like I'm gonna need to watch a guide or find like lyric videos for this era in particular and then try and learn the voices again, because that's crazy. It's kind of a misleading drop too, and I think that's what's doing it for me, is Julian, you know what? Julian, do your thing. You get that one synth hit that starts the chorus and everything else is just all the way low. And I think that's kind of like the red herring of it. Like you get that impact moment to start the chorus, but then that energy goes all the way into the bass and that's it. You barely get any treble in this chorus. And because of it, it's like, it's not even just the instrumental, the vocals go beyond low and they go into like vocal fry territory in certain parts. That's so cool to me. Like that is straight up vocal fry. Yeah, and it's like, sure, the vocals get somewhat high in certain places, but really the only treble you get are those like twinkling, almost metallic synth hits, and you get 4 in total across the entire chorus. Like that's crazy. The fact that this chorus and this almost entire song relies on the bass, and yet the bass doesn't really play as prominent of a role as you might expect from a song that should rely on the bass this much. Like I'm talking about songs like your like trap, like 808 style basses. When you think of a song that requires bass, you think of that style. This is very tame in comparison to that, and yet I think it has roughly the same amount of reliance on the bass. But the final execution of this, I think, is just bang on what it needs to be. Like it doesn't need anything else. It's got a nice, comfortable bass. It's got the vocal part to match it. Switch it, move it fast. I think that's so nice, and I think the vocal fry makes that chorus for me. This is including Noza, and I'm pretty sure they had a Japanese release in there somewhere as well. But this should make 5 different The Boys eras, so to speak. So we had Roar way in the beginning, like at the end of last year, roughly around this time last year, wasn't it? And of course, we had Noza, we had that Japanese release, which I don't think I ever made a video on. And of course, we had Lip Gloss, and then now Watch It. The fact that they have done 5 very different sounds and not doubled up once and have left me entirely gobsmacked in the same way from 5 different songs of this nature is bonkers to me. There are few groups who can do that to me. And that is why they make the intro card now. 1, because Lip Gloss is a very good song and I tremendously enjoy it. But 2, this is a group that I'm really only learning about this year. Like I've heard a couple of their songs beforehand, but really like delving into their music, this is my first year with them. And the fact that they're like living rent-free in my head just from a couple of title tracks and then 1 album, that's crazy. And if they keep doing music like this where they constantly keep switching it up but still making it sound like they own the style of music, oh, I'm going to be so on board with them. Oh, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. And as I say with a lot of these, when the title track I really like, if this is the level of the title track, how good is the rest of the album going to be? And again, no guarantees I get around to it on camera because, of course, it is holiday week and I also have some IRL stuff going on the side that I need to deal with. which limits a little bit of recording time and things like that. So if I do get around to it, I get around to it. If I don't, I may write up a post about it. But rest assured, I will listen to it at some point because, well, Christmas in August is one of my top 3 albums of the years for boy groups this year. Top 3. And there have been some banger albums that have dropped this year. So I look forward to it. But in the meantime, that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to be brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.